Hi, welcome to the Brief Book Reviews channel, otherwise known as An Old Guy Reviews the Book that he's read this week. So what's the old guy read this week? Book I've read this week is called Traitors by author Jeffrey Archer. Released here in the UK as a hardback, 26 September 2023, 367 pages, and it's the sixth adventure for Superintendent William Warwick, made up to Chief Superintendent in this book, and his second in command, Inspector Ross Hogan. So what's this one all about, I hear you say? Well, they work for the Royal Protection Squad. The book starts when they're in the office of their commander, Commander Hawksby, known as the Hawk. And Hawksby is rolling a couple of dice. Rolls a couple of dice. The numbers relate to the route and the password that are used for the once yearly transportation of the Crown Jewels from the Tower of the Jewel House and the Tower of London across London. Because they're used in the state opening of Parliament when this is said in the 90s, the Queen's speech is delivered outlining the government's commitments for the next year or so. That exercise is clearly a tricky exercise. These are the most famous jewels in the kingdom, the most valuable jewels. They're priceless, and the people responsible for their safe transit across London are Warwick and Hogan, and clearly it's an important task. The book kicks off with that exercise going well, and they can breathe easily for another year, they think. The only trouble is there's a general election being planned for, this is set in the late 90s, for this year, so it means that a new government will be formed, and therefore there will be another reason for the Crown and the Sword Estate to travel across London to the opening of Parliament, where a new government will announce their priorities. The Queen will deliver their priorities. So they know that's going to happen. This year, things could get a bit trickier because their arch enemy, a well-known criminal called Miles Faulkner, has done his time. He's gone to the States, he's come back, and he's absolutely set on getting revenge on Warwick and Hogan, who he blames for his demise. Confucius tells us, he checks the quote, "Before you embark on a journey of revenge, dig two graves." But Warwick and Hogan are in Faulkner's sights, and he is planning what is going to be the heist of the year. He plans to steal the Crown Jewels. He's got a man on the inside, a guy that's nearing retirement, that's got money worries, and Faulkner is planning this massive heist. The main reason not to sell the jewels, because they'd never be able to fence them, because they're the most popular, well-known jewels out, and even the components of the crown are known for their rarity and their value. The whole purpose of Faulkner's plan is to embarrass the two police officers and their boss, because clearly if the crown jewels were stolen, this would mean they'd have to resign. So that's the gist of the story. It's basically a planned heist story, and it's a revenge story. We've got a cast of other characters that are always in the Warwick books. We've got Beth Warwick, William's wife, and his two children, Artemisia and Peter, who happen to be doing planning for an essay, which the title of which is about Colonel Blood, the last person in the 1600s who tried to nick the crown jewels. So, more historical content there, apart from the main historical content which the author always delivers. So that's what we've got. We've got Miles Faulkner planning to steal the crown jewels to embarrass the police officers, and we've got the meticulous planning that goes into that, the planning of the heist. We've got a great breakdown of the golden hour, the hour that the heist takes place, and the breakdown of what happens in that golden hour. And of course, we have a great race against time for the police to try and get the jewels back. So it's a very slow start. Lots of history. Archer is always, it's always very well researched. So a lot of history. But once it gets going, really fast moving, really enjoyed it. It's Archer. Archer can tell a tale. I know some people are a bit snobby about Jeffrey Archer, not highbrow enough, but Archer can tell a good tale. This is another great yarn. I'd give it 8 out of 10. Great story, as I said, 367 pages, so not too taxing. I read it in 2 sessions and absolutely give it 8 out of 10. Another good tale for Chief Superintendent Warwick, and look forward to the next one. So that's it for this week's brief book review. 10/10 till we do it again. Thanks for watching. Bye.